I currently am running second RB. I'm also the division command rep for second RB. I run the event team. I run the scrim team. I help the onboarding team. I do all this stuff free of charge. I wish I got paid. Your concerns to finances, I don't fucking know. I want to know as much as you know, and I'm at the seat that I'm in, and I don't know. I'm not going to give you the gig answer because I don't know. I'd love to know. But at the end of the day, I also don't give a fuck about money because I joined the community in a dark time in life and the people here got me through it. So my entire goal, me personally, and this is the only reason I was not, I don't want to say arguing, but at least responding to you all in a sense about myself, is that what I ended up doing after I was helped out is that I want people to have the same experience in this gaming community, Milsim community, where the fuck you want to call it, as I did. And though I can try and push for it everywhere, the way I built up, because I'm the person that basically helped build up Second RB, and I did it by the statement of unity and making a family. I tell everyone, you're my family. Everyone loves me, or not loves me. I love them, and that's just because of my culture. I come from Hawaii. Hawaii are very family-oriented people, and so I treat everyone with that same respect, and it's the way I want to do it here. So I seriously and truly want to hear you all and give you the answers I can. I cannot answer all of them, but I'm not gonna. The only reason, and I mean, I'll tell it to his face. The reason I didn't want Gig in here is because Gig's gonna protect himself at all times, and that's okay. That's how some people are. I will give you what I can to any of the answers. Let's start with, because I know it's a thing that's going around right now. Gwen banned Carl. My immediate reaction was to message Giggity and say, why did we ban Carl? That shouldn't have been done. But sometimes my opinion doesn't matter. So currently he's still banned as I try to unban him. So I would love to unban him so he can come in here, talk to me at least. His mind's made up. I'm not going to sit there and try and change his mind. And that's cool. I already said the money stuff. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. The problems and stuff is exactly as I was telling you. I don't know things unless they're directly brought to me. And that is because I've been told from more than, not just time to time, all the time, that I do too much, so they tried to keep me out of third RB. But now, while Assassin is dealing with family stuff, I was just brought into stuff with third RB. And that's really on me, because I also have Hell Let Loose and I could play it more. But while I'm also playing squad and trying to do all that stuff, I'm trying to play other games. I'm a big guy in Forza. Forza just came out, so I'm driving my cars. I got sucked into 2K, so I'm playing a lot of 2K. So there's a lot of games to play, while also trying to not, piss off a wife with a child. If y'all have kids, then you know. But if you don't, then you'll probably learn one day. But I'm an open book. That's as much as I can say in like my mind's eye of thinking. So if you have questions, I probably have answers. And sorry, I just ranted on and on. That was like 5 minutes of me ranting. I don't know if you have anything else to ask. I know Storm, yours was very generated around the money stuff. And Ginger, I can't hear you.
I wasn't talking.
Oh, I saw your thing going off.
Oh.
I guess no one heard anything.
I was going in to try to figure out what was happening, so I'm just.
I'm right there with you.
Type of thing.
I'm at work. I'm in the last 15 minutes until I get to finally clock out and go home. I got a bunch of pings on my phone. And so I'm just now catching up to all this and watching it kind of happen live.
No, that's all good. Like I said, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
I mean, correct, Hawk, you probably have a good understanding, but from what I see, Carl leaving, there's multiple reasons. His reasons are sound. No one's gonna say they aren't sound. No one's gonna argue against it, and that's just his thing. Cool. There's really, I mean, it's a
Yeah,
Milsim group.
That's my
I mean,
understanding.
yeah, it's a Milsim group. If he wants to,
4 or
if he wants to
5.
leave, if he wants to leave, he wants to leave, brother. I mean, I hope he does great things with wherever he's going next. But I also, and I'm sure Hawk, you feel the same way. People like Sully, people like Sender over here, who's been asking questions, Vibes, which I wish they were here, and Sir Moon. They have questions, and I think they deserve answers.
Agreed, 100%.
And I'm not going to cookie cutter. Again, sorry, Giggity. I'm not going to cookie cutter shit so it doesn't seem like there isn't a problem. And I'd rather find the problem and help solve with a solution. And if there's problems going on with upper leadership not being heard, for me, it's good to know what's going on. That's why I was sorry, Senator. That's why I was asking you about examples, because I think so. If I know things, I get shit done.
Yeah, the main issue that I have heard about leadership, at least the main one that I can think of right now, is that apparently Sharp said this, like breaking Anvil into 2 companies once the new Hell Let Loose game, Vietnam, comes out.
Yeah.
And that was something that he wrote off at first, and that Z Knight apparently put out first, and then later Sharp had and claimed that he had and said it was his. Like, it was a brand new idea, never paraded around. And like that's a big thing, which I'm like, I
Well,
don't know if that's true or not, but
I honestly, I don't know either. The only thing I can tell you about Vietnam is that whenever McCracken set out to do Hell Let Loose in general, this is now what I can't even remember how long ago it's now been, but from the
At least
beginning, right? So from the beginning, our goal, it was for Hell Let Loose Vietnam. That's what McCracken came to us, was the idea was Vietnam. So that's been in stone for a while. Now the setup, what, like splitting it up and whatnot, that I have no idea, because again, until quite literally the last couple of days when Assassin's been on LOA, I wasn't even brought in or privy to anything for Third RB besides passing conversation with Z Knight. And most of my conversations with Z Knight that pertained to Third RB was trying to seed the servers. And so I guess I don't know anything deeper into that. So I couldn't tell you that whole thing right there, or else I would. I'm not gonna if I know something, I'm not gonna hide it from people. But even where I sit, I don't know everything,
yeah.
which I have my own opinions on.
Yeah, that's totally fair. But another thing I also remembered was looking through chat logs.
Yeah.
I know another issue is that they don't feel like they've been helped out for seeding. Like, I definitely have seen more people help out from other communities than ours as First Marine Division as a whole.
So
Even though,
first and second RB were told to help seed, and they have seeding days, and they've been doing it for at least the last 3 weeks. That one, I don't know if it's just you all, and by you all I mean whoever's in Hell Let Loose, not meeting at the same time period as the people in that play squad that are coming over to help, but they have been. I had a group of 10 people, at least 10 people, from second RB go just last week and sat on the server for 2 hours. And they were there alone trying to seed, or just using that as an example.
question for how long?
Yeah,
Like,
But are they
since-
doing it
since
during
when-
our seeding days?
I can't remember what, I think they're either, what day are your seeding days? And that might be the problem.
Tuesday, Friday, Saturday?
And that's probably why. I think they were there on Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, so like, I mean, that's an issue right there. There's no communication. Why didn't you just
Well,
reach out to Carl, Ginger, Bull, someone, and say, "Hey, when are your seating days? When can we help you out?"
well, that's up to the companies, and that's fine. I can definitely tell them to do that.
Yeah,
But they
no,
also have
I understand. I'm not saying I'm not trying to say I need an answer. I need a direct answer. I'm just trying to figure out, well, why isn't this happening? You know, if people are upset that
right. So they're also working
they're
around
not
their
getting
squad
recognition for
STT
helping
days.
seed, what's the root cause of it? If it's because they're not seeding on our seeding days, that's going to be a huge issue.
Correct. But they're also all of the people helping out are coming to do this, working around their STT days from squad.
Oh, I'm not denying that in the slightest.
That's really the only thing I can give is that there's STT days. The main STT days are Fridays, Saturdays, Mondays, and Tuesdays, depending on the company. And so if they are on a day like Thursday or Wednesday, for example, and that's not one of your seating days, I can see that being a conflict. But
Yeah,
for
I'm
me,
just saying that, like, you know, if I know everybody has their own seeding days, but don't be saying, yeah, we've been trying to help you seed. If I understand, we sometimes seed on our non-seeding days when we have enough people, but I don't see how you can seed a server and Hell Let Loose unless you have like at least 15, 20 people playing at a time.
yeah, but you also can't say and discredit to say that they weren't trying to help, whether it was on your seating day or not.
Well, they haven't been helping for a while. This is a very new thing, not to discredit like them trying to help,
Correct.
but it's
But do
only
you
been like
I-
only 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks maybe, max.
correct? I mean, you're not wrong. But I mean, the same could go for, yeah, I mean, it's not needed. I'm just using examples. But do you all own squad or play squad?
No?
Nope.
I mean, it would be the same kind of thing for them then. It's not
Yeah,
needed
but
though.
I'm not claiming to be trying to help. I'm not mad that they're trying to help. I'm just not trying to pat myself on the back by saying I'm trying to help you seed, and then just, you know, doing it on times that the Hell Let Loose community knows is just not going to work, and it's going to just be stupid to try.
Well, I don't think anybody's trying to pat themselves on the back. I'm just stating that people are going and attempting to seed. Will I
and
now tell
I'm
them?
explaining how other people may take that.
I get that, but at the same time, I mean, I would hope that anybody would understand that, hey, they're trying on a bad day, yes. But now what I can do is tell at least now I can tell all of them. I can tell first and second RB, hey, these are the days that are good for Hell Let Loose. If they can change them, cool. Which you said what? Friday, Saturday, and what was the other day?
Tuesday. I
Tuesday.
believe those are the days. That's off the top of my head. I would just, you know, like I said, I'm
I think in the
not
last
sure who
week
you have
they
to
just
ask anymore
changed.
because I'm not sure who the leadership is. But just reach out to the leadership of Anvil, Hell Let Loose, and say, hey, when is seeding day?
And
I mean,
again,
I don't know how that isn't already recorded somewhere, to be honest. That seems like
also
a
communication seems to
major
be
issue in communication.
correct. And I'm actually right there with you because the thing is even if you guys have seating days, this is just an assumption, but if these people from squad go and they do go on a bad day, but it gets pinged out, hey, we've got 10 people coming to seed. If you guys have 5 people, we might be able to get it popped. Would you decline to go and try and make it to pop the server?
Oh, hell no, I wouldn't decline to go and try to do it.
Okay. And then so that's where I'm right there with you on agreeing about communication problems because Rogue, you probably don't know who that is. He's the guy in second RB, who he's a big hell loose guy himself. Just last week, pinged the leadership of Hell Let Loose that they were coming to seed, and nobody responded. So, that's a filtering down issue because even if they can't make it, they could have told you all like, hey, these people are going to go seed. If you can make it, server might pop. So another thing I can help with a solution towards. I'm not at my computer. I don't need to write all this stuff down. So communication is a problem.
From the technical side, I just had a meeting yesterday with Rogue and Devier, which
Correct.
kind of fill you guys in. I do a lot of technical backend server stuff for the Arma side, and I had just been promoted into battalion leadership, 2 or 3 days ago. So my apologies for not being up to date on everything. But we had just had a meeting yesterday about trying to figure out this seating thing for you guys a little bit more. We had some different tool sets that we were working on, and we're going to try and implement. Which I'm not I'm not trying to discount anything. And to give you guys a little bit more, like, I was one of the original ones that went for Arma. I came from the squad side, and we have had an absolute uphill battle for the last year and a half. So I understand your complaints, and I've seen some of the same stuff. And that's why I'm here. I want to try and help. I know it's at this point potentially too late. But I want you guys to be heard if there is an opportunity.
Yeah. And just so you all are aware, that person he mentioned, Devier, he reached out to me, being that, like I said, the last couple of days. Oh, sorry, you can't hear me well. He has actually helped multiple, I mean, I think 3 to 4 Hell Let Loose communities in setting up their servers for consistent seeding. And he offered his help to you all a couple of days ago. And I got that pushed forward to Sharp. And then they're going to help with that as well. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, guys. I got to switch my car. Hello.
Yep, we can hear you.
Sorry, just making sure that you were now in my car and I could hear. But okay, so solely seating days, communication, Friday, Saturday. I'll have Rogue reach out and give me the information on seating days. What else? I'm going to, I basically, you tell me whatever, guys, and I'm going to attempt to help find a solution. I can't really help that Carl's leaving. It sucks because he gave a lot of time. I know at one point, where McCracken's PC went dead, Carl had to take over and do it all for however, it was like 2 months or more. And then even when McCracken came back, a lot of the influence was from Carl. So I can understand where he's coming from completely. And then I know people left with him. And we can't really stop that either. I'm only going to defend Gwen one time here. Definitely should have handled whatever he was saying. He should have handled it a lot better. I'm sure Hawk can completely agree.
Yes.
He threw oil on a fire instead of trying instead of trying to smother it. His answers are 100% emotional, and that is because before any of you were around, we had a company that became very toxic in the comp side of things for Squad, and a meeting video was recorded. A lot of dirty stuff was said about some people, and that caused a very emotional exodus where the entire company left. Or more so, honestly, I'm just going to say pushed out because of how toxic they were. And so that is the only thing I'm going to defend Gwen on, because everything else he should have definitely handled a completely different way. There was no need for him to be, making your remarks, say anything. Levels were getting heated on both sides. Oh my God, don't run me over, 18-wheeler. Brother was trying to get in my lane with me right next to him. But anything else? So I mean, if it's something about Gwen, I can probably find a solution for that too. We are a quote unquote milsim community. I always say gaming community. And yes, it is a technical LLC. And so I try to be as professional as possible when it comes to things, as well as pushing what I said earlier, the unity of family. But people know that I get to work listening to you all. I specifically created and told Sharp that I was making an HR where it was at least just me, so that people at all levels, no matter what battalion you are in, first, second, or third, could be heard from at least from someone in the top. Now, have I apparently failed at being around to play Hell at Loose and do all that stuff so that you all can see me in VC? Clearly. And that's on me. I will own up to it right away. But
well, it's not that like leadership. I don't need leadership to be playing Hell Let Loose, but like
President in general.
But I'm saying, like, if you're not, like, in my opinion, I totally understand where Carl and whatever are coming from, and see how they see what Sharp has done, how he's, from what I've heard from everybody else, how Carl and Bull and those other people could have misinterpreted what Sharp was saying or doing. If he did not, if he sent out I don't know why you would send out a feeler for, who wants to be the company commander for Hell Let Loose Vietnam without talking to the people in Hell Let Loose World War II first. I understand that. But, like I said,
me too.
The only interaction I've had with Sharp is him pretty much saying, why the hell aren't enlisted people playing Hell Let Loose? I was like, I don't know. And so, that leaves a bad taste in my mouth and makes me sympathize with the other guys a little bit more. Or be able to empathize better with the other guys.
And I get it. I understand as well as you do. I'm right there with you. And I said I wasn't going to hide anything. I was placed in a group chat that is with the third RV people when Z-Night was still here, which is, I mean, it's not like it's been long since Z-Night officially left. And Carl was asked, however, it was after that post was made. And Carl's answer to us was, he wasn't sure, let me think on it. But again, that could have been an answer given because the post was made beforehand.
Yeah, so, I mean, that would be my...
Right, I mean, that would be my assumption too. I'm not going to defend anything of that because I probably also would answer in a similar manner if a post was made about a spot that, rightfully should have been mine. And a mass post was made like, hey, we're looking for this. And I really, you know, I know Sharp. I talk to Sharp. He's gone a lot because of business. He flies around the country, or not just the country, sorry, the world, really. And he's gone a lot, so even I can't get a hold of him all the time. So I've just not been privy to what's going on, I guess, with Third. I wish I was, but again, they think I do too much and that I shouldn't be. Basically, I've been told I shouldn't be involved in everything that goes on, even though I'd love to
Well,
help.
I mean, I get that.
But again, I really can't. I guess I can't help what Shark put out. I can't help that Carl's leaving. I can't help in any of those aspects. What I can try and attempt to do is take in feedback, what's going on, and try to make a current change to help you all going forward if you all are wanting to stay, at least. Because in the end, I mean, to me, I don't know about others, it's no hard feelings if we ended our conversation here in a bit and you all ended up leaving. I would understand. It's a community for gaming, and you're not forced to stay here. None of us are forced to stay here. None of us get paid. We do this all of our own free will. We're all people. All of us that are in leadership do it because we want to, not because we have to. But I would love to help make things better, if at least possible. Now, is it going to be would it be a quick fix? I'm not so sure. But I know there are those of us that still dedicate our time to the community for the better.
I'm not denying that in the slightest.
Oh, I know. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. I also know that a lot of the commands, I don't know who's left and who's still there, felt undervalued compared to the other like squad and Arma divisions.
Yeah.
And they felt like that was because they're smaller and they had a smaller community because of that. And yeah.
I can see that.
Yep, that's a fair perspective.
Too. I mean, for me, everyone's valuable. Whether it's a company, a battalion, a team. I guess I've been around the community long enough to see something small grow to something large, and so I personally see that aspect, and everyone else probably needs to do the same. I was here when we only had the community as a whole was only at 600 people.
Yeah, I think I was roughly the same time.
Right. So I mean, we've seen how it can grow from nothing. The same thing goes for teams. I started the onboarding team with myself and two others in a dream. And now they are an onboarding team, for example, is a big team that helps successfully grow the community every day with the onboardings. I can't really say event team's doing too hot. Sad face on that one. But you know, I've started and created a bunch of the teams and the companies that are around right now. And so I, for one, know starting small can end up being big, and that the folks putting their time and effort into it may seem like they are undervalued. So that's another thing to add to my list. Because no one wants to be undervalued. Again, we're doing this all for fucking free. So the leadership members in Third, Pellet Loose specifically, that are putting stuff together are doing a service to a community that they owe
Police reported
really
ahead.
they owe nothing to. And I know I know for a fact that's a huge reason why C and I finally decided to leave. I told him all the time that I appreciated him, but I'm just one person.
Yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, I mean, sometimes maybe, oh, that's a cop. I'm going too fast. We're Gucci. Sometimes one person makes a difference, but it definitely helps when it's coming from multiple people. I really liked Avocado stepping up there and saying she appreciates you all, at least just even being members. I mean, Stoli, you are in leadership, so it's always an appreciation to you as well.
Yeah, but like you said, it's one person can
Right.
make or break it at that point. If one person can influence it that much, one person can make and break it.
But in general, to wrap it up, I don't want to keep you all all night because I mean we got better things to do. I want to help now that I'm aware in this. I mean that's just how I work. Whenever I'm given a task, I'm gonna attempt to make it right and fix it. Even I get pushback from. Again, there's 6 of us in Division Command. I consider myself probably on the lower totem pole, and even I get pushback, but it doesn't ever mean I'm not trying.
Yeah, no worries.
That's really all I can do, and I will do something most likely about Gwen.
And I will support Fives however I can with anything that he can do to try and make this better. And
Well,
from my
let me just
perspective, I'll do what I can as well.
yeah, Hawk's great. Let me get you two, because for me, opinions matter at all levels. What are your opinions right now about Gwen? Sully, you might not. I don't know if you've read your barracks chat.
No, I have it. I mean, that was pretty much like I came in and was like, "What the hell?"
Okay, so you were basically reading along, getting your information.
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" Pardon my French, but I was like, "What is?"
No, you're good, bro. I feel like I cussed earlier like 30 times. It's all good. Cool. So then just lay it on me. What opinions?
Oh, I have no idea. Like I said, I just kind of came in and was like, "What the hell is happening? What's
Okay.
this? I've never seen these people." Now they're saying, "Oh, obviously people saying they want to leave, and they're saying, all right, just make a fucking ticket." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, that's also the wrong way to do it. I mean, yeah, I guess if you want to leave, the retention ticket's the way to leave, but like, I don't
But
know.
yeah, obviously they're trying to make a statement and want a response. I don't know, if you want to give a response, you're gonna, don't get mad when people respond. And if it's negative, own
Of
up to it.
course. Storm, anything from you on that front?
This is basically the only interaction I've had with him.
Oh.
And he seems very what would be the good word for it?
Defensive?
Defensive, emotional,
Passionate.
passionate. Oh, good word choice.
I'll use that.
Dude, try. I love it. You found the most respectful fucking word that you could find. Love that. Well, I hope to speak to more because That's really the best way to do it. We can text all day, but you're never going to understand completely people's intentions and thoughts and whatnot from just texting or chats. And I'm going to help try and make a solution with Hawk and whoever else. But I prefer, other folks like above me didn't get themselves. They don't butt in as respectful as possible.
Yep, no worries. I'll let you go.
Yeah.
Let you drive home.
I'm already almost home.
Either
But
way, I'll let you go.
it's all good. In general, thanks for talking. Glad to get to know you just a little bit. I'll hopefully have some solutions. Yeah,
Sounds
Hawk
good.
will talk.
Yeah, just let me know whenever you want to meet later, Fives.
Yeah, no worries, brother.
Storm, whatever you decide to do, if you need anything, just shoot me a DM. I'll help however I can.
All right.
But
Have a good one.
You too.